everyone. Today I want to talk about Assessment 3. Now, if you've read the brief, this shape should look pretty familiar. Your task is to take a basic tetrahedron and use it to communicate your understanding of complexity to a hypothetical employer in a creative manner. So we could think of this brief in terms of 3 C's: complexity, creativity, and communication. Complexity is the aspect you're probably most familiar with. After all, it's been a key focus of this course. That's because real-world problems are complex. Working as an engineer involves being able to identify the complexities in a situation and come up with a response that addresses them efficiently and effectively. In other words, you take the complexity out of a problem, you don't add to it. How does this relate to Assessment 3? The tetrahedron is already a simple and elegant design. In fact, with only 4 faces, it's the simplest solid shape possible. It's hard to think of ways of modifying it that wouldn't add to the complexity while gaining little in terms of utility. So instead of considering the tetrahedron as a problem to be solved, consider how could the tetrahedron itself become a solution. Just after World War II, Swedish scientist Ruben Rausing was trying to design a new way of packaging milk. He wanted the containers to be lighter and less fragile than glass bottles. He also wanted to eliminate air from the packaging and stop light getting in, 2 things which rapidly affect the quality of milk. After trying many different ideas, Rausing developed a machine that took long tubes of waterproof cardboard and filled them with milk, then pinched them off, sealed them, and cut them to form a tetrahedron. Today, tetrahedron packaging is used for dairy products, drinks, sauces, even ice blocks. And the shape is immortalized in the name of Rausing's company, Tetra Pak, a simple and elegant solution to a complex problem. Rausing's packaging was a brand new idea. But what about taking a product that's already economical, effective, and widely accepted and improving on it? That takes real creativity. In the 1990s, UK company PG Tips set out to make a better tea bag. They could have approached this task in many ways, increasing the size of the bag or securing the string so it doesn't fall off when you jiggle it. Instead, they went right back to the problem that the tea bag was originally created to solve. How can we make tea more convenient for people without sacrificing the flavour? They discovered that using a tetrahedron-shaped tea bag came the closest to mimicking how loose tea leaves behaved in a teapot. This new shape tended to float on the surface of the water, allowing the liquid to flow more freely in and out. This extra movement helped the brewing process. The Advertising Standards Agency upheld PG Tips' claim that their bag offered better brewing efficiency. Whether that translates to a better cup of tea, I'll leave that to you to decide. Finally, communication. Communication is about more than getting information across. It's about connection. It's about overcoming barriers and building a shared understanding. Like design thinking, communication is rooted in empathy. For centuries, people have been trying to come up with the best way to translate the shape of the Earth, a 3D object, into 2D. How can we communicate what the world looks like in a book or on a poster without distorting the sizes and shapes of the continents or putting in arbitrary breaks or gaps? This may seem like a purely technical challenge, but the way we map the world shapes the way we understand the world. And the way we understand the world shapes how we respond to the world's most pressing problems. One of the most accurate map projections is the Dymaxion map, which was created in the 1940s by American inventor Richard Buckminster Fuller. It's comprised of some very familiar shapes, and it folds into an icosahedron, a solid with 10 triangular faces instead of the tetrahedron's 4. In 2016, Japanese designer Hajime Narukawa updated this projection with his model, the orthograph. It uses tetrahedrons to create a tessellating map that can be divided up in numerous ways so that every part of the globe can be reimagined as the centre. So, one shape, 3 solutions, each one demonstrating a different aspect of your challenge, how to communicate your understanding of complexity in a creative way. In the notes with this video, I've put some links to more information about these fascinating engineers, designers and products, plus questions for discussion and reflection. I hope you find them inspiring as you work on your own unique solution to Assessment 3.